Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Drayhon, back once again with a Pathfinder video. That's right, I'm doing Pathfinder today. For those of you who do not know, Pathfinder is the rival RPG to Dungeons & Dragons, much like how Marvel is the rival to DC. If you want to make another comparison, you could say myself and Tulok. If Dungeons & Dragons knew nothing about Pathfinder. I guess that's not a good comparison. If we're going to do that comparison, I would be compared to, like, Starfinder, Call of Cthulhu, or something else. Anyway, not important. Today we are doing a Pathfinder creation video. I have actually done 2 videos in the past covering Pathfinder. More importantly, how to convert a Pathfinder monster stats block into Dungeons & Dragons, and vice versa. But that's not important. Today we are going over how to create a hero in Pathfinder. I recently came across the beginner's box that recently came out for Pathfinder 2nd edition. And of course I bought it because why not? I try to get my hands on any RPG I can find. Sooner or later I'm going to get Call of Cthulhu. Anyway, not important. What is important is how to create a hero, the player character of Pathfinder. And taking a look at the character sheet, it's a little bit more complex than the Dungeons & Dragons one. There are some very similar things. The actions and proficiencies we might cover in another video if you guys want another Pathfinder 2nd edition video. But for now, we're just trying to create the hero. So how exactly do we do that? Well, thankfully, the beginner's guide to creating a hero has some basic steps we can go over. So let's go ahead and follow those steps one by one. Step number 1, create a concept. This is what your character is. This will help you choose what you need to choose for your hero. So for simplicity's sake, we are going to do this concept. Seeker of ancient treasures and knowledge of a time long forgotten. More or less an archaeologist, anthropologist, Indiana Jones, or Tomb Raider. Someone like that. We're going to create a character very similar to those two. So there's our concept. Let's move on to step number 2, which is ability scores. Ability modifiers, I should be saying. Now, the modifiers are the same exact ones that we have in Dungeons & Dragons. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. However, they all start at a +0. We don't have an actual score, like in Dungeons & Dragons. 10, 11, 12, whatever. We start out with a +0 modifier. Which, actually, that is pretty good. I kind of like that. These modifiers will be increasing based off of the race and classes as well as background. Speaking of, going on to step number 3, we must select an ancestry. These are the races we get to choose from. I'm going to go ahead and just pick human, just to keep things simple. This will increase 2 different ability modifiers by 1. So let's go ahead and increase dexterity and intelligence. We get 8 hit points, a speed of 25 feet, and we get a heritage. This is our sub-race. We're going to grab skilled human. So we get 3 skills that we are trained in. This helps with our proficiency, which I'll cover much later. Let's go with crafting, occultism, and religion. Those seem like good tasks, good skills for a Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider style of character. A treasure hunter. Alright, next is our background. We're going to grab Scholar. This will give us a +2 to intelligence. And we also get 2 skills that we are trained in, Arcana and Lore, more specifically, Academia. And we also get a background ability known as Assurance. For Arcana checks, you can use a result of 10 plus your proficiency bonus in Arcana instead of rolling, which actually I like that. It's a very good skill to have. Alright, next is going to be our class. We're just going to go ahead and pick Rogue. Now, Rogue is actually interesting because we get a +3 to 1 of our modifiers and a +1 to 3 other modifiers. For our example, we're going to go ahead and increase Dexterity by 3, making it a +4. Constitution's going to get a +1, and so will Charisma, making it both of them +1 on our modifiers. Intelligence will get an additional +1, making it +3 in total. For hit points, it is the hit points that we start out with as a human, +8, and plus our level, which is going to be 1, for a total of 17. Wait, no, it's not level, that was Constitution, which is 1, so 17. So, very basic. You don't need to use any dice in character creation, which I kind of like. Proficiencies. We get trained skills in acrobatics, athletics, deception, diplomacy, intimidation, medicine, society, stealth, and thievery. Also, we are expertly trained in the perception skill. For saving throws, we are trained in fortitude, and we are expert in reflex and will. Now, in the book, it actually explains what these saving throws are. For fortitude, it uses your constitution. For reflex, it uses dexterity, and will is your wisdom. It'll use those specific modifiers plus your proficiency. For expert, it's actually doubled your proficiency, which, pretty good. I like that. Defenses. You are trained in light armor and unarmored defense. For attacks, you are trained in simple weapons, fists, rapiers, short bows, and short swords. So, pretty good so far. Alright, next we have the features from our rogue, which are Thief, Sneak Attack, which is a 1d6. We also get Surprise Attack. And we also get a Rogue Archetype. We're going to use Trickery. Rogue Trickery is Trap Spotter, which gives us a little bit of a bonus when trying to look for traps. Alright, next step is buying the equipment. We get starting equipment for our rogue, which is leather armor, a dagger, a rapier, and a short sword. We also get adventuring gear, the adventurer's pack, healer's tools, and thieves' tools. And we also have some gold remaining, 2 pieces of gold to be more precise. Alright, and our final step is going to be finishing our hero. we need to pick an alignment. I believe the chaotic good is going to be our best bet for our little treasure hunter. Name and pronouns. We're going to call our treasure hunter Cornelius Drake, also known as Corey. And he is going to use the pronouns he, him, male, since he's been born a male. That's the pronouns we have to use. At least that's what our backstory is going to indicate. Okie dokie. I believe that is all I have time for you today. I will put everything down in my character sheet, and if you all decide that you want more on Pathfinder 2nd Edition, I will make sure to make another video to explain, I'm going to think, combat and adventuring. There is according to the beginner's box, there is a guide for a one-person adventure, kind of like a choose-your-own story. So I'll check that out for the next video. That way I can explain how adventuring works and how combat works. Until next time, my dear viewers, this has been Drayhon, and I am offline.